Good morning, traders. I'm Michael Sabo, Senior Commodities Broker with RJO Futures here in Chicago. Bringing you some commentary here in the energy market. So let's get started here. September oil right now, we had a little bit of a firmer tone for a while here on the overnight due to some tensions there in the Middle East. And that's kind of quickly turned as crude prices have started pushing lower. Now we're trading down around the 105.5 area. That's putting the September contract down here a little over $1. Brent following suit. We've got that around 108. That's down about 70 cents. So certainly a bit of a weaker tone there. Looking at nat gas, kind of quiet up just a touch here, but we've really seen nat gas prices here really take a little bit of a beating here over the last several weeks here. We're trading down around 332. Looking at the complex, we've got a weaker tone there. We've got RBOB down around 291.25. That's off almost 4 cents. And the heat, that's off about 3 3/4 cents, trading around 301.5 here. So in general, we've got basically a weaker tone. Take a look at equities markets. Finally getting some pullback there. We're seeing a weaker tone there. That's kind of helping drag some of these commodities lower, especially the oil. I think it's affecting that. And part of the thing that we've got going on there is that the data here, recent data that's come out, look at those unemployment numbers that came out there on Friday, the rate, and that's certainly kind of setting itself up there. I think, really a negative tone here to the market. You also, we've talked a lot about, look at some of my prior posts here about China slowing down. And I'll tell you here, you've got the Bank of Australia, they're cutting their rates there a little bit. And the reason why that's important is because Australia is such a major exporter of raw goods and raw commodities to China, and they're starting to see impact there. So China, in my opinion, again, we're really seeing that slowdown. We've seen it in their economic reports, and now we're seeing it affecting other countries, and that's a big reason why we're seeing Australia cut their rates in order to help kind of stimulate things there. So, that I think is certainly weighing on the market. Europe, we know Europe is still basically a mess. Take a look at Italy's GDP. We're seeing some contraction there. And so certainly, keeping in line with the expectation that, there's a lot of problems over there and we're still continuing to see things slow down there. Here in the U.S., of course, unless they really start this tapering effect here, and they've talked about it a little bit, we really haven't seen much of it. But until we do, it shouldn't affect, I don't think, our markets too much. But we are, like I said, seeing a little bit of a pullback there in the equities market. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that. You take a look at the technical side of things, and crude prices here, they went up. They made that high around 109. We got some nice selling pressure in there. And again, if you go back to some of my prior posts here, we did talk about the market could potentially push back up there again. And we kind of saw that. The market has made a bit of a double top the last several sessions. The market's been coming down. So I think we could be looking to target around that 102 area is a real possibility down near that last low, possibly taking that out, moving down to around the $100 a barrel. Short-term technical indicators, which were, when we kind of hit that double top, were fairly overbought up there in my opinion. And we kind of seen them come back down here into a little bit of a more neutral area, but I still think that there's some downside action there to be had. So, certainly got to keep an eye on that. Whether you're a bull or you're a bear in the market right now, there's a lot of opportunity. We get a lot of good volatility and some good swings in there. So give me a call, shoot me an email. We can talk about some different strategies and how you could potentially play this. And of course, keep in mind that futures trading does involve a substantial amount of risk. It may not be suitable for all traders. Good luck and good trading.